The Shadow in the Silo. In the fall of 1988, a farming community called Dunlap, tucked in the flatlands of Nebraska, became the stage for a mystery that still sends shivers through the locals. Dunlap was all cornfields and quiet, wind rustling the stalks, tractors humming at dawn. But out on the edge of town stood an old grain silo, its rusted metal walls a landmark no one liked to talk about. That October, a teenager named Kyle Reese stumbled into something there that changed everything. Kyle was 17, a lanky kid with a mullet and a beat-up Walkman he wore everywhere. He worked weekends for Old Man Hargrove, a gruff farmer who owned the silo. It had been empty for years. Hargrove said it was bad luck after a worker fell inside back in the 60s and wasn't found for days. Kyle didn't care about ghost stories. He cared about the $5 an hour. On October 15th, Hargrove sent him to check the silo's base for leaks after a big rain. Simple job. Look, report, leave. Kyle got there at dusk, the sky turning orange over the fields. The silo loomed, its shadows stretching long and thin. He circled it, kicking at the dirt, when he noticed something, a hatch at the bottom, half hidden by weeds. It wasn't locked, just latched with a rusty bolt. Curious, he slid it open and peeked inside with his flashlight. The beam caught dust and cobwebs, but then it landed on something else. A ladder, bolted to the wall, leading up into the dark. He called out, "Hello." His voice echoed, unanswered. Then he heard it, a faint tap, like metal on metal, coming from above. Kyle figured it was a loose pipe, but Hargrove would want to know. He climbed in, the hatch clanging shut behind him. The air was stale, thick with the smell of old grain. He started up the ladder, flashlight tucked under his arm, the tapping growing louder with every rung. At the top, maybe 30 feet up, the silo opened into a wide, empty space. His light swept the walls and stopped. There, etched into the metal, was a figure, a tall, stick-thin shadow scratched deep, like someone had carved it with a knife. Its head was tilted, one arm stretched out. Kyle's gut twisted. The tapping stopped, replaced by a low hum, like a voice stuck in a throat. He swung the light around. Nothing, just him and the shadow. Then the ladder rattled. He looked down, something was climbing up, fast. No shape, no sound, just the vibration of metal underweight. Kyle scrambled for the hatch, but it wouldn't budge. His flashlight dropped, clattering below, and the hum turned into a word. Stay. He kicked the hatch hard, desperation surging, until it flew open. He tumbled out into the weeds, scraping his knees, and ran without looking back. Kyle told Hargrove the next day, breathless and pale. The old man didn't say much, just grabbed a shotgun and went to the silo himself. He came back an hour later, face gray, and nailed the hatch shut with a board. Don't go near it, he told Kyle, and that was that. But a week later, Hargrove's tractor flipped in a ditch, killing him instantly. No one saw it happen. The silo's still there, hatch boarded up. In 1993, a crop duster flying low snapped a photo of the field and caught something, a dark smear atop the silo, too tall to be a man. Locals whisper about the worker who fell, say he never really left. Kids dare each other to knock on the hatch, but the brave ones come back quiet. If you listen close on a still night, they say, you'll hear it, a tap, a hum, and a shadow that doesn't need light to move.